Everyone, this is coming to you from Education for All. We are going to look at question number 2, which is also a proof. It says, prove that cos theta plus cos theta plus 2 pi over 3, prove that cos theta plus cos of theta plus 2 pi all over 3 cos theta 2 pi over 3 plus cos of theta 4 pi over 3 cos of theta plus 4 pi over 3 is equals to 0. This is another proof we are given. Prove that cosine of theta plus cos of theta plus 2 pi over 3 minus cosine of theta plus 4 pi over 3 equals 0. Again, we are going to use the addition formula to solve these problems. So let's jump into it straight away. We know the cosine. When you have cos of x plus y, this gives you the cosine of x, cosine of y, minus sine of x times sine of y. Because we have the cosines here, so this is what we're going to use. So for this one here, now we have cos of theta on its own, and then this one is going to give us plus. Is it plus plus? That's minus. Cos theta 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3. Yes. So now for this one, we're going to expand it by using the addition formula. So this will give us the cosine of theta times the cosine of 2 pi over 3 minus sine of theta times sine of 2 pi all over 3. Then we'll come to this one. Same thing, this one again. You have cosine of theta times the cosine of, in this case now, is 4 pi over 3 minus sine of theta times the sine of 4 pi all over 3. And we need to prove that this is equal to 0. Yeah? So this is almost done. This video is going to be long because I want to include some stuff. Now, we need to reduce this equation here, because what we can see, we know what is 2 pi over 3 is. We know what is 4 pi over 3 is, because these are numbers here. Yeah? So angles, sorry. So we can be able to calculate them using the trig identities, the exact trig identities. Okay. So what is 2 pi over 3? What is 2 pi over 3? What angle? What is the magnitude, the size of that angle? 2 pi over 3. It's always, these are given in radians, but it's always advisable to convert them to degrees. Then you work out what the value of the angle is. So if you have your 2 pi over 3 2 pi all over 3. You know what pi is? Pi is 180. So you're having 2 times 180 divided by 3. So 3 can go here once into itself into 180, 60. So this is 120 degrees. 2 pi over 3. 120 degrees. Yeah? And we're looking for the cosine. So if you now come to your quadrants, this will call it quadrants. This is your C. This is your I, C, A, S, T. In this quadrant here, in the fourth quadrant, this is your first quadrant. If you are interested to know about this, this is your third quadrant, RD, and this is your fourth quadrant. Third quadrant. In the first quadrant, all trig functions are positive. In the second quadrant, this S means sine. Only sine is positive here. Likewise, here is only the tangent that is positive. The cosine and sine are negative here. Here is only the cosine that is positive. So the sine, the tangent, the cotangent, the secant are all negative here. Only the cosine is the cosine and secant. You have 6 trig identities. Let's stay with this sine, cosine, and tangents. Let me don't bring the other 3. So now you have 120 degrees. The cosine, we are looking for the cosine of 120 degrees. So we'll start from here, yeah? You know, from here to here is 90 degrees. So 120 degrees falls here. 120 degrees, 120 degrees. And what is left for you is 60 to make it 180. Yeah? So therefore, we are looking for the cosine of 120 degrees. But the cos, in this case, it falls on the second quadrant. And the second quadrant is only the sign that is positive here. The cosine is negative. So in fact, we are looking for the negative cosine of 60 degrees. Yeah, negative cosine of 60 degrees here. 120 degrees, it falls on the second quadrant. And the second quadrant, only sign is positive, not the cosine. So therefore, this one becomes still the cos of theta plus now the cosine of theta times, we are looking for the cosine of minus 60 degrees. I put minus, yeah, because this is 60 degrees, but it falls on the second quadrant, not on the fourth quadrant, so it's negative. Now let's come to the sine. You have minus, again, you have the sine of theta. So let's check again. This again is going to be sine 60 degrees because it's 2 pi over 3. But here, on the second quadrant, sine is positive here. Sine is positive. So this is going to remain positive. So this one will be just sine of 60 degrees. I will reduce this to get space. So let's come to now, you have plus here, cos sine of theta and cosine again of now 4 pi over 2. 4 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3 is 60. So 4 pi over 3, just this number doubles. So you just multiply 60 by 2, you get 104 pi over 2. So what you do here, again, you are looking at 4 times 180 all over 3. So this is 6 just what you said, it was 120. So now 120 multiplied by 2, you get 240. So now you're looking at 240 degrees. And 240 degrees, start from here. This is 180, 240 is here. This is 240 degrees. It's here. Yeah? It's between 180 and 270. So we look into the nearest angle here, which is 180. So therefore, 240 degrees minus 180, that gives you 60, yeah? 240 minus 180, let me sometimes 60 degrees, correct? So 60. So again, we are looking for all angles of 60. Right. But here, if we have cosine, the cosine is not positive here. The cosine is only positive on the fourth quadrant. And what we are looking at now is on the third quadrant. So therefore, again, we are going to look at minus cos 60. And again, the sign, similarly, the sign is only positive here. But we have the angle now here. So again, it's going to be sine of minus 60 degrees. And we all say this must be equal to 0. So now problem is solved. Problem is solved now. All you need to do is to find cos 60, sin 60. It's all 60. Yeah, cos 60, sin 60. And I believe you know how to find them. Cos 60, sin 60. Yeah? So if you don't know how to find them, I told you before, I don't want to make this video too long. Nice. 12 minutes. Let me just... We know sin 60 is root 3 all over 2, and cos 60 is half. Sine of 60 is root 3 all over 2, and cos of 60 is 1/2. You know this, I've shown you how to find these values. I don't want to make this video too long to go back on how to draw the triangle and extract these values, exact values, sin 60, sin 30, tan 30, and cos 60, cos sin 60, tan 60. How to do them. So let's just use them here. Now here you have the cosine of theta plus, we know cos 60 is 1/2. And have cos 60 here because of the minus. So this is going to be minus 1/2 and multiply by this cos theta, cos theta. Now come to this one, minus, this minus. You have sin theta, and what is sin 60? Sin 60 is root 3 over 2. Sin 60 is root 3 over 2. So this one you have root 3 all over 2. You have sine of theta. And let's come to this one, cos theta, and again we'll come back to minus cos 60. And cos 60, you know, we already said 1/2. So because of the minus, so this is going to be minus 1/2 cosine of theta. This is minus 1/2. This cos theta will still have it. Yeah. Wait, something went wrong here. I need to have this. Oh, I made a mistake here. This is minus Sine 60 root 3 all over 2 sine theta. Sine theta, sine of root 3, sine of minus 60 here, equals 0. So that's for this one, sine, because sine, this one is minus sine 60. This one is minus cos 60. So I've done this one. So now we'll come to the minus. Yeah. So we have this minus and this minus. So sine 60 is root 3 over 2. So because it's minus, then this one will change now to plus, because minus minus is plus. So you're having root 3 over 2 sine of theta. And this must give us 0. So let's see if we are correct. Now, this is minus half cos theta, and this is minus half cos theta. So minus 1/2 will give you 1. So these two will give you cos theta. So you have your cos theta here. So minus 1/2 will give you minus cos theta. 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. So that's all what this means. So you have here minus root 3 sine theta, and here you have plus root 3 root 3 over 2 sine theta. So minus plus they cancel. So this one cancels this. So you have your cos theta here, and you have again these two, and it's cos theta. So cos theta minus cos theta is 0. The problem is solved. So we have done the proof. This gives us cos of 0. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.